Welcome, friends, to Reboot Wednesday, week 4. Now, I don't know about you, but it seems like the landscape around us is constantly changing and changing quickly. And at times it can be overwhelming. Is so much need within our world, within our country, within our communities, within our own lives, that sometimes the need can be overwhelming. So I have to be reminded that Jesus also was overwhelmed by the need, and Jesus would then take time away, that Jesus would take time away by himself, take time away from the work to reconnect with God. And I think we need to do the same thing, that we need to remember who our ultimate power source is, that God is our ultimate power source. Well, we need to take time to connect with that ultimate power source. And it doesn't mean that I'm just going to be all raring to go and take on the world. Rather, it means that it kind of changes my perspective, that it gives me a sense of compassion. It gives me a sense of love, that I am enabled and empowered to live with love and compassion in my life. It's like we partner with God to kind of face the challenges of the day, face the challenges of the world. Makes me think about when the disciples were out in the boat, and they'd been out in the boat all night long, and Jesus was up on the mountain praying. And in the morning, Jesus comes walking to them. Now a storm had come out of nowhere. They were being tossed by the winds and the waves, and they see Jesus coming, but they don't recognize him. They don't know who he is. They think he's a ghost. And immediately Jesus says to them, "Take heart. Take courage, my friends. It is I. Do not be afraid." So it makes me wonder, kind of in the midst of the storms, in the midst of the pandemic, how do we take courage? How do we take heart? Now, there is one minister that I heard that said that after, Peter heard these words, he got out of the boat and started walking to Jesus. And this minister said that that Peter was really walking on the words of Jesus. And then he got so far and he gets a little nervous. He runs out of steam and he begins to sink, and Jesus pulls him up and they both get back in the boat together. I thought, that's what we need to do. We need to be able to walk on the words of Jesus. So when Jesus says, take heart, take courage, we need to hold on to those words. Because when we're out in the storms of life, it doesn't help really to talk to the storms, to talk to the wind and the waves and to say, what are you doing this to me for? Rather, we are to connect with our ultimate power source, and we are to take heart, and we are to take courage so that God can enable us to go forth confidently and boldly, and to be able to live with love and compassion. Have a great day, my friends. Take heart.